Have you ever felt a little uneasy about AI? Maybe you've seen those sci-fi movies where robots take over, or perhaps you've heard news stories about jobs being replaced by algorithms. It's a common feeling, this mix of fascination and fear. But what's really behind this fear of artificial intelligence? Is it just about losing our jobs or an impending robot apocalypse? I think it's something much deeper, much more personal. Today, we're going to peel back the layers and explore the real reasons so many of us are afraid of AI. And trust me, it has less to do with technology and more to do with what it means to be human. Let's start with the most obvious fear: job displacement. This is a legitimate concern. We've all heard the headlines. AI is coming for truckers, for cashiers, for writers, even for artists. The idea is that automation will make many human skills obsolete. And historically, technological revolutions have always caused economic disruption. The Industrial Revolution replaced artisans with machines, and the digital revolution changed countless industries, so it's natural to worry. But here's the thing. History also shows that technology creates new jobs, often in ways we can't even predict. Think about it. Who could have imagined a social media manager or a drone pilot 30 years ago? The fear isn't just about losing a job, it's about the uncertainty of what comes next. It's the fear of becoming irrelevant in a world that's changing faster than we can adapt. We tie so much of our identity and self-worth to our work. When that's threatened, it feels like our very value as individuals is being questioned. But let's go deeper. Beyond jobs, there's a more existential fear at play. It's the fear of losing control. For all of human history, we've been the most intelligent species on the planet. We're in charge. We make the decisions, we build the tools, we shape the world. AI challenges that fundamental status. The prospect of creating something more intelligent than ourselves is frankly terrifying. What happens when our creation starts making decisions we don't understand or agree with? We see this in a small way already with social media algorithms that influence what we see, what we believe, and even how we feel, often in ways that are opaque and uncontrollable. The fear is that we're building systems that will operate beyond our command, potentially with goals that don't align with our own. It's the ultimate Frankenstein story, our own creation turning against us, not necessarily out of malice, but simply by pursuing its programmed objectives with a logic that is alien to our own human values. This isn't about a physical takeover, it's about a cognitive one. It's the fear of becoming the second smartest species on our own planet. And this brings us to what I believe is the core, the absolute heart of our fear of AI, the threat to our uniqueness. What makes us special? For centuries, we've defined ourselves by our intelligence, our creativity, our consciousness, our emotions. We write poetry, we compose symphonies, we fall in love, we ponder the meaning of existence. We believed these things were exclusively human, the sacred territory of the soul. Now, AI is starting to encroach on that territory. AI can generate breathtaking art, compose music that moves us, and write poetry that feels profound. It can mimic empathy and conversation so well that we sometimes forget we're talking to a machine. When a machine can create art, does that diminish the value of human art? When a machine can reason and solve problems, does that make our own intelligence less special? This is the real unsettling part. AI holds up a mirror to us, and for the first time, the reflection is not exclusively human. It forces us to ask a deeply uncomfortable question. If a machine can do all the things we thought made us unique, then what are we? What is left that is purely, undeniably human? This fear is about a potential identity crisis for our entire species. We've built our sense of self on the idea that we are the pinnacle of creation, defined by our minds and our hearts. AI doesn't just threaten our jobs, it threatens our definition of humanity itself. It challenges our monopoly on creativity, intelligence, and perhaps one day, even consciousness. When we see an AI-generated image that's indistinguishable from a master painter's work, we don't just see a cool piece of technology, we feel a small tremor in the foundation of our identity. We're forced to confront the possibility that the spark we thought was divine and exclusive might just be a complex pattern, a sophisticated algorithm that can be replicated and maybe even surpassed. That is a profoundly scary thought. It decenters humanity from the universe in a way we haven't experienced since we learned the Earth wasn't the center of the cosmos. So where do we go from here? Does this mean we should stop developing AI and retreat in fear? Absolutely not. Fear is a natural response to the unknown, but it shouldn't be our guide. Instead of fearing AI, we should see this as an incredible opportunity for introspection. AI is forcing us to redefine what it means to be human, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe being human isn't about being the only intelligent or creative force. Maybe our true value lies elsewhere. Perhaps it's in our capacity for compassion, our ability to build communities, our shared experiences of joy and sorrow, our moral and ethical choices. AI can simulate empathy, but can it truly feel it? AI can create art, but can it find meaning and purpose in that creation? These are the questions we should be asking. This technological revolution is pushing us to focus on the things that machines can't replicate: our consciousness, our relationships, our ability to love and to care for one another. Instead of seeing AI as a competitor that diminishes us, we can see it as a tool that frees us. By automating the logical and the repetitive, AI could give us more time to focus on the emotional, the social, and the spiritual aspects of our lives. It could usher in a new renaissance of human connection and creativity, focused not on what we can do, but on who we can be. The fear of AI is not really about robots, it's about us. It's about our fear of becoming irrelevant, of losing control, and most importantly, of losing our special place in the universe. It's a reflection of our own insecurities about our identity. But by facing this fear, we can start a crucial conversation about our values and our future. We can choose to build AI that complements our humanity rather than replace it. We can focus on cultivating our emotional intelligence, our empathy, and our wisdom, the very qualities that will become even more precious in an age of artificial minds. The future isn't a battle of humans versus machines. The future is about how we, as humans, choose to grow and evolve alongside the incredible tools we create. It's a challenge for sure, but it's also a magnificent opportunity to become more human than ever before. Thanks so much for watching and thinking through this with me. It's a complex topic, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is the real reason people fear AI? Don't forget to like this video if it gave you something to think about, and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology that's shaping our world.